obviously today the stock market was closed for in honor of Martin Luther King Day, and then we had the inauguration today. So a lot to unpack. You want to start, Fody?
I mean, I mean,
Where?
should we start with the meme coin? Actually, let's start with the Trump meme coin and that whole ordeal and that whole scenario because, you know, um, there was a lot of
Yeah.
euphoria that was going on, and I just want to like reiterate like to realize where you are again, right? Like, this wasn't a stock. This wasn't like a top 10 crypto coin or anything. This was straight up, a meme coin that people are playing on euphoria, uh, and
Yeah.
not assessing the risk correctly, right? I mean, you know,
I mean, I I think we got not a bit lucky. We did damn well in getting in early. I don't think
mm,
we had that problem really with our group at least. But remember a few lives ago, we were kind of talking about how it's like the race to information. It's like that's the era that we're in. It's like the race to information, and whoever gets that good information first can be super super powerful.
mm. And
I'm glad we
also,
we like went through all the back end on that stuff and like verified that it was real.
yeah, but I also want to bring up, some other things too. Like this, it was a total rat race, right? Like everyone and their fucking mom was trying to get in that coin.
Yep.
At the end of the day,
Yep.
you guys were overpaying out the ass. It was mispriced like crazy. It was a definite sell the news
Everyone.
event. Some people did amazing in the token, and some people are still back holding, unfortunately. Um, and then with euphoria comes a lot of misinformation, right? There was a ton of Elon coins coming out. There was a ton of Baron coins coming out. There was a ton of this coins. People thinking some of these are official coins. And what do you know? Next day it's down 80, 90%. Um,
But that's what we see every time a good meme coin comes out, right? There's all the
mhm,
fakes that spoof out. Like when Pepe came out, how many different Pepes came out? When any good meme coin came out, how
mhm.
many spin-offs were there? So many.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I guess the point of this is like, you getting caught bag holding really quick and not playing the hype correctly or anything like that, guys. When it comes to like the meme coins I get into, the ones that we're not leveraging, the ones that are like just launching, just pairing, like it's PvP all the way. Like it's who's out first, and if you're not sitting on your chair watching it like crazy, or like or you get too greedy, you're gonna get destroyed. Um, and that's that. But on the contrary, a lot of people, I mean, everything, and I mean everything. All your highest conviction plays were straight up on sale, generational entry of a lifetime, probably for the last time of this cycle. And that was the past 2 days. And how I played the whole Trump and Melania and Barron and Elon thing is I didn't even like buy it straight up, bro. All I did was just DLMM. I did dynamic liquidity market making, and I was just earning fees on them. I mean, you saw, bro. I was just sitting there, fucking like literally just
Yeah, why
printing
don't
on
you
fees.
why don't you you know that's still something new. Um, I don't think anyone really in the group knows about that yet because we haven't brought it up to them just yet.
I brought it up a little bit in boot camp, and when I did bring it up in boot camp, I never really did it that much and really didn't know about it that much. But then like after boot camp, like for the next couple for like the couple days after that, I started researching and started
Will you give us the TLDR on it so people just
yeah, yeah,
have
I
some
will.
background info,
Yeah, I mean,
learn how else they can earn some money
yeah.
in this industry?
I mean, I'll definitely do a write up, but for to make for yeah, for a little quick little TLDR. I mean, what a
Well,
di-
just give us a
I'm about to.
brief rundown of what it is. All right.
About to.
Well,
But
saying, uh, I'm gonna do a write up, this and that. Just give us the info.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but all right. Anyways, I mean, what dynamic liquidity market making pools are, or DLMMs are, it's just there's different sets of pools that provide liquidity for that token, and it depends on how you want to play. It depends on the token, but essentially, when you provide liquidity for it, you're earning fees on all the swaps that are happening within that pool. Because I don't know if you guys know, every time you go to swap for a token, or for, to trade one, uh, completely on chain through a DEX, that's done in a pool, and there's a bunch of these different pools for that token that provide liquidity for that token, so you could sell and buy it, and you'll earn fees off of that. I'll do like a little write up of the different methods to do it, and what means what. We would honestly sit here for like a whole hour just describing DLMs if I got into it, but that's essentially what that is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean I thought that was really cool. Like let's say you missed the pump on Trump coin, you could provide liquidity for it and just collect on the fees.
Yeah, it they
But
work they work especially good. Like, you want to make sure you're in a token that has a ton of volume going through it, or else
mhm,
or else it's not really worth it.
yeah. So so I reached out to some people over at World Liberty Financial. I personally didn't reach out, but I reached out to someone who's friends with one of the guys that's on the team. Um, because I want to get some answers, dude. I'm trying to figure out what was the objective of this whole meme thing, and then why would Milana drop one like right after? It's I'm trying to figure it out because hers was like just a straight rug. a straight a straight rug. Let me just send the chart. Like I know like a lot of us made some money, and I'll be the first one to say I'm definitely someone that voted for Trump. But the whole launching of the meme thing just kind of put like a weird. It's like why? I
Dude,
don't want to
there
say it put a weird taste in my mouth. I'm just trying like why? And okay, you make one, cool, but why have your wife launch one right after and that just be a rug?
Yeah, that was a little weird. And you know what? The distribution on that one was like a little bit worse than Trump's, right? I mean, granted, like those were, that was
You
the
see how
LP.
it got fact checked on X about their holding? Sorry to cut you off, but it got fact checked. Hold on, let me bring up the tweet. Basically, her tweet about the supply lock, um, people said that it wasn't accurate. There we go. One sec. Here, let me show you the picture. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Post it in the chat and also share the tweet itself. But yeah, like why? Like what the fuck? So I'm trying to figure out like what the hell was the point of all this? Again, like it was cool. We all made money, but then also, it stopped out other trades though. Granted the return on Trump was astronomical,
Mhm.
but
Can I let me comment on this though?
yeah, yeah, please do.
I mean, it'd be kind of insane to think that like Melania didn't use the same team for as Trump's coin. You would think, right? Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, it showed the holdings. You gotta understand, like this isn't like a pump fund token that gets deployed on, that gets migrated to Radium, and then a bunch of pools are created. Like this was like a planned launch, where
Mhm.
they had liquidity already, a lot of it, and they locked their own supply at, at 80%, Melania at whatever percent, and it was done through Jupiter. I'm not sure what Melania's
Mhm.
tokenomics were exactly, but like there could have been, who knows, it could have been like a mask for like Trump
I got it for
investors.
you right now.
You know what I'm saying? But
What do you mean by mask?
like maybe maybe there was maybe they were washing money through Melania's token.
And then here's a bubble map that people were like, well, that's not right. I just dropped it in the chat too.
Yeah, I mean that looked
I don't know,
exactly
man.
like Trump's.
Hopefully we can,
Looks
hopefully we can get
exactly
some
like
more
Trump's.
answers. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more answers from the people that I reached out to. And if they can't comment, then they can't comment. But hopefully we get some juice. And then I also
Yeah.
commented earlier on the crypto floor, like Trump narrative tokens. So World Liberty Financial, if you track their wallet, the reason why I said those are Trump narrative tokens is that their wallet is buying Ethereum, their wallet is buying Link, their wallet is buying TRX, and their wallet is also buying another one. It starts with the E. It's not ENS. You guys might have to fact check me on this, but it's like ENA or something like that. And then Aave is the other one. Okay, yeah, it is ENA. Cool.
Dude, a lot of people
Yeah,
like
so ENA
Aave.
and then Aave. AAV. Yeah, that thing's freaking 350 bones now. And the chart's really good. So XRP chart's really good too right now, and the AAV chart's really good. The Link chart is really good too right now. If you look like Link, Aave, a lot of the Trump narrative ones, besides like Ethereum, they're trading above the 34 EMA on the daily. They've opened and closed above the 34 EMA on the daily. Excuse me. Um, Let me post the link chart right now in the chat for you guys. So these are going to be the coins that I start to bring up. Um, I'm noticing some of the coins that I used to like to trade are not getting the same kind of pumps or moves anymore. Um, I mean, Pepe is kind of one of them. You know, I think the shift changed obviously to like Trump memes again, and then more AI and Doge stuff. Speaking of Doge, it was funny to see Elon say Doge to Mars before he gave the swastika out. I mean, the Z Kyle out. Oh, this guy's such a goober, smart goober. Yeah, it is getting there, Noah. But hey, man, also Pepe made people a fortune last year. Every meme's got its year, I guess. Every meme's got its year.
I call
What
it
what, what
flavor
else
of
is
the
going on?
month now.
Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin hit new highs right before, which was awesome. Uh, the dollar's getting stronger, which is nice. Yep. Hey, I get it, guys. Pepe is no good here anymore. I feel ya. Um, yeah, the dollar's going up. The stock market was rallying at the end of last week. But I'm very, 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 very curious to see what is going to happen in the stock market in the next coming days, and of course, what's going to happen in the crypto market in the next coming days. The reason for that is because of the S&P 500. Um, I have a little bit of cause for concern on the S&P 500. The reason for that is I'll show you guys right now.
Dude, speaking of stocks, I just read this thing. Bank of
Yep.
Japan rate hike threatens yen carry trade to unwind again.
So I just pulled up my chart on stream, guys. I just want to run through the Magnificent Seven because we haven't in a while. And for the people that have been here for a while, you guys know that these seven stocks here. Let me just remove this. That's not a part of it. 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 These seven stocks comprise 30% of the S&P 500, which is the SPY chart that I have pulled up here. The reason why I'm saying is that I'm watching out on SPY. Granted, we had a little bit of a breakout, is because we kept putting in these lows. I'm sorry, we kept putting in these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, but then we did finally break out um, just last week. But who's to say that we don't just sell and go back into new lows? So it's really just going to be how does the stock market handle what's going on, and then um, just to bring up some other names like Apple, right? Strong sell off going into like 2 weeks before inaugurations. But right, we hit new all-time highs, which when we hit new all-time highs, it's very common to go back to support, and that's just what's happening here on Apple. So we obviously don't want to like, granted, I'm not really doing like TA here, but we don't like it's back in a supply area. This is considered a area of supply. So we don't want to keep losing any more momentum on Apple. This does have the biggest weight in the S&P 500. Um, Amazon is setting up with a bull flag. It's poised to go higher. I have Amazon on some option calls right now. And then Google as well on some option calls right now. Both Amazon and Google are setting up to go way higher. You got a nice breakout here. I'm pretty confident Google goes to 204, guys. 204. If like February 21, 200 Google calls, I think those will be a really good play, guys. A really good play. Especially with with this formation that we're seeing. Meta is back into supply once again, right? But again, right on the 34. Microsoft um, is in a supply zone, testing out a breakout. So all these stocks that I'm looking at are all kind of, not all of them, but like Amazon, Google, Meta. I'm sorry, Amazon and Google are ready to break out. And if these other stocks just kind of even just stay flat, that's okay. If these stocks just don't crash or don't crater, the market will be healthy. Tesla's just been on an absolute tear. I, you know, I'm pretty sure we hit all time high, right? Or like new highs. Yeah, we did. So we hit new highs. It's back on the 34 EMA. If you guys have watched some boot camp videos or watched some of the beginner strategy videos, you guys know that we're poised to move up higher here on Tesla. And I think anything Elon touches right now is going to be fire with everything that they're working. Did you guys know that Elon is trying to? It's not really talked about, but you guys know he's trying to have like rocket flights from LA to New York. It gets you there in like 6 minutes or something. No, in like 60 minutes,
I
and
was
it
gonna say
catches itself.
6 minutes, bro. What? That's crazy.
Yeah, 60 minutes. So you know how he's catching those rockets right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna implement that into like rockets that fly you from LA to New York in 60 minutes, and they self catch each other the same way. Isn't that
Wow.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm starting to have like a dynamic like paradigm shift like with Tesla, like looking at Tesla. Like we got to look at Tesla as like a world company, like like we're betting on Elon. He's got the rockets, he's got the solar, he's got all this tech. He's got automated cars. Now you got the automated rockets and then automated rocket flights soon. And then it's like the war to like where are you going to get your eyes, like right now the phone is so strong because we're always looking at our phone, but when we're not looking at our phone, right, we're driving. When we're not driving, we're at home. I think at home it's the hardest to get people's like people's attention. And with the Tesla cars and the way that he's like trying to like build up the Tesla cars, like it's going to be like one big self-driving computer with screens, ads, all that stuff, like crazy stuff. And yeah, if the richest guy in the world for a reason, very smart. Apparently, though, he's a fascist, but the top 20 Diablo player too. um, but yeah, Tesla. Anyway, long story short, Tesla. I think we need to just see what's going to happen in the next 4 years. But honestly, anything that Elon touches right now is going to be gold. He was the biggest contributor in terms of like donations. I think he contributed almost like $300 million, and second place was like 100.
Sheesh.
So I doubt he didn't do that just from the kindness of his heart. Like he wants to propel all of his companies forward. So
Yeah.
I would love to see a SpaceX IPO also,
He
guys.
wants to make sure he
But
keeps getting
anyway, so
government subsidies.
yeah, Yeah. So, stock market in terms of the Magnificent Seven looks healthy, which is good because when the stock market rallies, the crypto market rallies as well. You know, I've told you guys quite a bit. Unless there's a big catalyst in the crypto market, then it does follow the stock market. Big catalyst meaning like ETFs, right? But all the ETF kind of rumor news in terms like is kind of like done for, right? Like that's no longer like a catalyst. So the other catalyst would be like, Trump taking office and being a crypto friendly cabinet, right? That's a catalyst. Well, that catalyst is done for and priced in. Um, that pump we saw in November was like what people wanted. That's
Mm-hmm.
because let me rephrase that. That pump we saw in November was the market pricing in this new office and this new crypto market. You guys have heard me say in the stock market, investors price things out 3, 5, 10 years from now. That's why Tesla was such a high price for so long, even though it was like trading at 400x like profit to earnings. Like it was like a ludicrous price, but now the price makes sense because they are looking at the future of it. And it's the same thing with the crypto market, right? Um, uh, when Trump took office and took inauguration, I wasn't expecting any kind of big pump or anything crazy because we already had it. A similar kind of back test to that is, you remember when Elon first started to really pump Doge, and then like Elon was gonna go on SNL, and that's when Doge was like 84 cents, and everyone's like, as soon as he goes on SNL, this is when it's gonna go to $1. And the second he went on, it was a sell the news and it tanked. That's kind of like with the Trump coin, right? As soon as as it's inauguration day, it's a sell the news event.
Dude,
So,
I reckon
um,
I reckon that that Elon doesn't even move Doge anymore. Like he doesn't even move it like how he used to move it. You know, like we have
yeah,
a department in the government called Doge, literally called Doge, and it didn't. And the only reason why Doge moved recently because everything else in the market was moving. But we knew about Doge a while ago. That Doge meme coin on E2 didn't do shit. But
yeah.
yeah,
And then on that Bitcoin chart here, um, you guys who were in the chat back in the beginning of January when this breakout happened, or if you were in the chat in the end of December when this breakout happened, we are all saying that if you're trading the blast strat or trading one of our moving average strategies, is that the moving average strategy needs to, right, you need to break out of the moving average, which is this green line here for the newer folks. You need to break out, which it did, and then you need to pull back, and then you need a support on the pullback. So let's say that's your green moving average. um, then you need the pullback and the support for things to hold. So multiple times we we broke out, but we never held the pullback, right? And then just the other week we broke out, but we didn't hold the pullback. So again, right now this is the third time we broke out. Now we need to hold this pullback on this moving average. So we can't lose this 97K level if we want Bitcoin to go higher. So we need to hold this pullback and then we need to go higher. One thing that is good and gives me a little bit more confidence that, this could be the attempt that's it, is that we made new highs, right? So we broke the last high of 108K. We hit 109K. So normally when you hit new highs, right, you pull back to support, and then from there we move higher. You guys know that I was projecting Bitcoin 140K. I do still hold that stance of Bitcoin 140K this cycle this year. But this pullback, this waiting game here on Bitcoin is gonna be the determinator. We rip to 120s and then rip to 140. So just watching this here. So far so good, right? We've done step one, step two, step three. Now we just need step four, which is the final step of the strategy, and then we're good to go. Um, what else do I want to talk about crypto wise? Chart wise for crypto, I was saying how the XRP chart is very strong, right? For the people that were just looking at the Bitcoin chart and were kind of confused on what I was talking about, this is what I mean, that we need the pullback and then we need the support to hold on the 34, right? And then we made new highs, and then now it's very, very common for things to once again, let's just continue with this moving average line. It's very common for things to now, let's say, pull back, right? Hold our green line and then go again and make new highs. That's how the market moves. Semper says it best. The market breathes. It inhales and exhales, right? So this is the market breathing, in and out, in and out. I brought up Link too because I really like that coin. We put Link on my last swing trade alert, and we put it on the email watch list that we sent out today. Um, Breaking out of our moving averages, Ave chart, the one that we were just talking about, also breaking out of the moving averages, holding on the 34 EMA. Now I'm just waiting for the pullback and the support. 4 hour, a nice little snipe in here on Ave. So if you get a nice bullish confirmation candle on the 34 EMA, that's our go signal. And then Link on the 4 hour is pulling back right now. So we need to hold here, and then we will continue to push higher. And then the TRX chart giving us a little bit of the struggle bus, rejecting right here. We got to hold this low here though, and then we can push higher. So keep those names up top. And then Ondo, not on the Trump narrative, but was ridiculously strong during that dip. It is not breaking out of the 34 EMA, so I need to see Ondo break out, come back, support, hold, and then we can rip it up on Ondo. That's all I got in terms of coins right now. This week is going to be a big digestion week for Trump taking office, and also because it is a shorter week in the stock market, because we were closed today. Shorter weeks are usually more volatile. So just stay up to date on the floors with everything that we post, and you guys won't have any trouble navigating the current volatile week that we're going to be in. You guys notice a couple new channels that we put up in the home category. We just put up a channel called Headlines. We're going to post our weekly news summaries in that Headlines channel. You guys have seen the news post that we post in the stock floor, so we're gonna just transfer that over to Headlines. You guys saw we just added a crypto watch list channel. We Blaster put out the first crypto watch list for that today. Thanks, Blast. And then you'll notice a couple new changes in pre-market coffee going forward, and you'll notice a couple changes in the stock watch list channel as well going forward. But all things to help improve trading, to help improve you guys' plans throughout the week, and just give you guys more options on things to trade. So cool stuff. And then for the newer members, I know a lot of you guys are going through Ivy League already. Fantastic. If you haven't gone through Ivy League, please go through the Ivy League content, get yourself set up, and then go through the boot camp as well. The boot camp we just did the other weekend. It's freshly recorded. I know everyone in here that was part of the boot camp really enjoyed it, so make sure you guys watch the boot camp. And then, just going through Ivy League and going through the boot camp alone, you'll save like 6 months of like learning on your own, like within
Please go
2
through it,
days, 3
guys.
days.
Please go through it. Like it was kind of, and this is not to talk down on any of you, but it was kind of glaring to me, like how many of you still need to learn the fundamentals of crypto, especially like in a fast-paced market like this, where you need to learn how to be in and out of stuff super quick. So please take that course material super serious. Your the protection of your funds matter on it, and so forth.
Yep. And just to touch up on that point, you guys remember, I think like 2 weeks ago, Actually, I think I might have said it during the boot camp. I was saying how it's funny that we get most of our signups, or people are most they're most motivated to learn when the market's going crazy and the market's like pumping. There's a lot going on, and then when the market slows down, they slow down on their education and they slow down on their prep. When actually it should be the exact opposite of that. Like when it's a bit slower, when we're waiting for stuff, that's when you need to be ready, because when the market does go nuts and it's super fast, you need to be prepared and ready. Nobody, and I mean truly nobody, unless you were an insider on Trump's team launching this project, I can guarantee you nobody knew about this. Thank God we were in the right channels and we have the right friends that we found out about it like instantly. But because we found out about it so fast, because we had the right information, we were also able to capitalize because we were able to get in on it so fast. Because that thing pumped, like you guys saw, it went to $30 overnight and then to $80, right,
Insane.
dude? Like
Yeah.
like a lot of our team got in at $2 and $3. Joe just said getting it at $2 to $6 was crazy. And people were able to do that because they were ready. The opportunity was there, and we were able to execute on it. So please make sure that you're ready, that you're prepped. This week is probably going to be the best week, because I'm expecting a lot of volatility this week, because the market is going to digest what just happened. So this week is going to be a great week to make sure that you guys are set up, you guys have everything in check. And then for the newer folks, if you haven't set up your first one-on-one call, please reach out to Pierce to make sure you guys get that set up. But yeah, all the resources are at your fingertips. And yeah, use the tracker, which we go over on the boot camp as well. That way you don't oversize and you manage your risk. Again, we give you guys all the tools here. So
And feel free to
what
ask
else? What else?
questions in
What
the
else? What
chat,
else?
guys. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. Um,
Yeah.
you know, and everyone should be helping each other too as well. But yeah. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't
just
be don't be shy to ask questions in the chat.
yeah. I wanted to
I love that.
reemphasize on yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of stuff is on sale. A lot of the calls that I made in the past of my strong conviction plays are like really on sale right now. And this is, this is time where you should be going heavy into them. I'm personally super heavy in MLG right now. You guys know I bought MLG again, so I have a nice comfy bag of MLG. I added to
Mhm.
my AI coins. Um, and yeah, I'm taking advantage of the blood.
I see Devin said once I figured out risk, I was able to sleep at night. Which kid said, is ETH dead or is it good hold? So I am a personal Ethereum maxi that I am gonna try to switch to being a Bitcoin maxi here. I don't think Ethereum is dead. It hasn't hit new highs this cycle, which is surprising because Bitcoin has, Sol has. I don't think it's dead. I do still think it is the better technology compared to Solana. Solana definitely has its pros in terms of speed, but you guys saw it yourselves when Sol gets so busy, people can't swap, exchanges stop withdrawals, the network just gets so congested that it's not fully scalable. But of course, there is very little fees. But with an Ethereum, where on the plus side can handle as many transactions as you could like do without slowing down, but then the gas fees go up, and then you have to pay those higher gas fees. Um, but no, I don't think ETH is dead. Ryan just said he hasn't received his Solana from Coinbase in 24 hours, and did I don't know if this was just
That might
Twitter
be a.
FUD, but I saw that Coinbase eventually stopped Solana withdrawals because they didn't have any more Sol.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I think it might be a Coinbase issue. I don't know on that end, Ryan,
Could be, could
because
be,
I was swapping
could
just
be.
fine today when I was buying stuff.
Well, today
Um,
slowed down a lot
yeah. Well,
compared to the
listen,
other days.
we got to understand too. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, Listen, I like Ethereum too. I love layer twos. I think layer twos are awesome, which are, I think they're a great component of Ethereum in general. At the end of the day, Ethereum mainnet processes 15 to 20 transactions per second. All right. Yeah, Ethereum's been around longer. That's why they have a ton more validators. Solana just hasn't scaled properly yet. There's 4,800 validators on
Yeah.
Solana. I think Ryan was saying, you ideally want to get to $100 to $200,000, and how you do that is you need to have good incentives in play in Solana, and Solana has been putting out good incentives for validators. There's around 100 new validators that I know that are going to be implementing in the next month, but this stuff takes time, like probably years.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. So yeah, what I want to do with my ETH again, guys, is start scaling out after 4K, and just start buying Bitcoin. Start buying Bitcoin, more and more Bitcoin. One other thing too, like, yeah, Sol did get better yesterday, but also a lot of the volume dropped down too because Trump was on exchanges, right? Once Trump got on exchanges, I stopped trading on swap. Like I was gonna pay the swap slippage, the swap fees. I was just gonna pay exact price on the exchange, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's when you could rake in on DLMMs when the network's so
Mhm.
crazy like that. But
Dude, you brought up late layer twos, and then Ryan's gonna get a kick out of this one too. The first thing I thought of was Blast. Not our Blastar, but
yeah, I
Blast
know.
the
Yeah,
coin, Blast late layer two, and that scummy airdrop that wasted just months. I never even did part two of that.
I
I
didn't
just
do
said
part
F
two.
this.
I mean, I still
Yeah,
made money from the airdrop, but like it wasn't thousands, But dude, nothing will ever be like
yeah,
the Blur airdrop, where I literally barely traded and got like $6,000 or something like that.
yeah. That was cool. Yeah, dude. Blast airdrop made all that money locking our ETH down and collecting that APY on ETH, especially when it was all time high, basically. Dude, ENS was my biggest airdrop because I bought a lot of domains. I got such a big airdrop on ENS. I'm like, this is awesome. Yep. Here you go, brother. Stop the screen for you. Um, yeah, guys. So, I don't think we need to hit on more of the news. Like the news was pretty dang evident, unless you were living under a rock. So we know what's going on in the world. And like I said, this week I'm gonna see what happens in the stock market, see how the stock market digests this news, and then we're gonna play off that. But damn, am I so glad that like all this like back and forth waiting game is just done. Now we can just like one more like little bit of waiting to see what the trend is, and now we can trade. Because in the last 60 days we had to take so many breaks with earnings, with holidays, with New Year's, this and that, but it's all gone. Inauguration finally has happened. So let's fucking get some money.
Yo, can
Yeah,
I
there we go. Let's make some dough.
for anyone that thinks ETH is dead, I just want to point something out. It is still the number one chain for NFTs right now in volume, right? I'm gonna read this to you. $445 million today. Bitcoin $5 million today. Solana $3 million today. In 30 days, and this is just for NFTs right now. 30 days, Ethereum 511 million, Bitcoin 94 million, three for Solana 46 million. Solana in third place. Now, for crypto, Bitcoin top in volume at $132 billion within I think that's a 7-day period. And Ethereum $51 billion. So, is the chain dead? Is it
Nope.
dying?
Nah.
It's a
All right,
main
Noah,
runner in a lot
fire
of
five.
things. Sorry.
Sorry, Jay.
No, you're good.
No, I'm sorry. I have a bad habit of that. You know that. No, Noah said top 3 recommendations to add to spot right now. Fire round. Near Ondo render. Fire round. Near Ondo render. I know, dude. We haven't talked about AVAX in forever. No, don't full port. AVAX, AVAX has been kind of quiet. Maybe they're building. Ryan, you have some insider on AVAX, don't you?
I'm
Or
a
you're not allowed
base
to say it?
guy. I'm a base guy.
Oh wow,
But
dude, I totally missed that, Jason. So Jason just said AVAX just had a major project announced with Red Bull. Let me. That's cool. I had no idea about that, dude. Let me bring it up.
I'm sorry, I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
even know about that.
back in December it says Red Bull and Sports Illustrated 13-year deal with Avalanche. Here, let me drop the link. Yeah, no, I mean, I know AVAX still has that partnership with AWS for their nodes, right? That's cool. I'm gonna have to look some more into AVAX. You guys know AVAX was one of my favorite altcoins last cycle. Got into that sucker really
You're a
early.
big AVAX guy, bro.
I mean, dude, $5-6 average. How could I not be?
I
Thing went
know.
up to 50-60 bones.
How do you not have an
Yep.
AVAX t-shirt? How do you not have AVAX underwear? How do you not have an AVAX bra?
Yeah. Well, why don't you get me cool merch, dude?
I'm gonna buy you AVAX lingerie.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Before we get unhinged, I think it's just in time for Valentine's Day. Yo, dude. Yeah, Justin, what are you gonna get me for Valentine's Day, dude? We're gonna be in Mexico.
I just said it. I literally just said it.
Did I agree? I agree, Ryan. I agree. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming live. Hope you guys enjoyed the inauguration stream. Um, it's time to lock the fuck in. Vacation's been over. The January drag is over. It's time to lock in.
Did
Time
you
to get
guys
those workouts in. Time to get that blood circulating and lock in and educate up.
think that me and Arthur were going to Mexico for vacation? Did they?
Dude, just end it. I can't do one more unhinged night right now.
No. We're not going to Mexico to have fun, to party. We're gonna lock the fuck in. Like I'm gonna get severe cerebral palsy because I'm not gonna be leaving my chair because I'm gonna be attached to the fucking screen so much. It'll just be in a prettier environment.
Yo, hey, before we call it a night, does anyone watch Key and Peele? If you do, this scene is I fucking love that episode with that scene. Anyway, guys, you guys are the best community ever. We've gotten some really awesome DMs lately in the last couple of days. Really giving us like some compliments on the Ivy League stuff and the boot camp stuff. Feedback like that helps us like crazy, guys. It helps us know, okay, this worked. This is good content that they liked. Now let's scale that. Just like I was saying, when we trade, right? We look back to see what's worked and we always optimize that. With teaching, what I've learned is how we can improve and scale, right? Ivy League came up because I was so sick and tired of people asking me what exchange do we trade on or just how to do the basics, right? So we built the program to scale that. And when you guys give us feedback on stuff that, you guys might need some more help in, or stuff that you'd like, it just helps us, and it encourages us to just push out more and more content like that. So please keep up the great feedback. And if there's anything you guys want from us or think you guys need help with, or you guys think will help out more, we do have a feedback channel in the in the support category. Just leave us feedback. You guys know we all love to teach here on the SU team, so anything that we could do to improve in, I fucking love to build. So I feel like weird when I'm not like creating shit. So um let let us know what else we can do to help you guys. All right, everyone. That is it for this epic Monday. Get some rest. It's back to lock in tomorrow. Noah, thank you so much, bro.
All right. Thank you guys.
Good night, good night, good night. Peace.